Good morning, Nada community. Alright, we're going to go right on in. We are going to learn some CSS today. I know so little. In fact, we're going to do a pre test on CSS on W3 real quick. CSS exercises quiz. What do I know about CSS? Which is very little. I do know that it is, alright, CSS. Alright, let's go for it. Start the quiz. What does it stand for? Cascading Style Sheets. Got it. What is the correct HTML for referring to an external style sheet? This is HTML. This should be alright. Nope. That's not going to be style source from a style sheet. Nope. This looks like it is a link. Oh man, I already don't know. Okay, we're gonna learn. So there we go. We have that link. I'm just gonna guess because I'm not sure about this one. All right, faster. Where in HTML document is the correct place for a style sheet? At the top, in the head. I know that. Which HTML tag is used to define an internal style sheet? Internal. That is going to be style. That's a style sheet. Which HTML attribute is used to define inline styles? Style. I'm pretty sure this is it. Which is the correct CSS syntax? Body. Yeah. This one is going to be, pretty sure this is, oh, actually, I have no idea. So this is, I'm imagining inline in HTML, and this is what I imagine, but I also imagine there'd be quotes after the equals, so I'm not sure. Not sure, because it's going to be a little different for CSS. I didn't learn about that. All right, next. How do you insert a comment in the CSS file? Oh, I think it's that one. Pretty sure it's that one. But I'm just guessing now, because I don't know. We can come back at some point and remember this. Which property is used to change the background color? Pretty sure that's that, because I've used that for inline style changing in HTML. How do you add a background color for H1 elements? H1 all? No, I think it's just you say that. You don't do the all. I don't, but I'm not sure. I don't know CSS. This is my pre-test to see what I do know. All right. Which CSS property is used to change the text color of an element? Text color. Which CSS text size? I think it would be font size. Pretty sure that's it. What is the correct CSS syntax for making all of the P elements bold? This is what it would look like inside of HTML inline. So I bet it's one of these two. P, font weight bold, text size bold. I'm gonna guess it's that. I think I'm learning from the quiz, but I don't know. How do you display hyperlinks without an underline? How do you display hyperlinks without an underline? I guess you. Oh, it's all right. I don't know. I have no idea. I have to learn that one. So I'm just choosing the first one because I have no clue. How do you make each word in a text start with a capital letter? Oh, you can't do that, CSS. You can. I don't know. Don't know about this. Choosing the top one. Completely don't know. Which property is used to change the font of an element? Which property is used to change the font? Font family or font style? Family. That's my guess. How do you make the text bold? Font bold, font weight bold, style bold. I had this question earlier. I went with font weight. Now I'm second guessing myself, but we'll see. How do you display a border like this? The top, 10 pixels. The bottom border, 5 pixels. Left border, 20 pixels. Right border, 1 pixel. 10, 5, 21. So I have to know in this order which order it is. Is it top, bottom, left, right? Top, bottom, left, right? Or is it top, right, bottom, left, like a circle? I'm imagining this, and it would be top, right, bottom, left, like clockwise, like you're doing a clock. Or what's this one? Top, left, bottom, right. That would be the least intuitive to me. And bottom? Okay, I don't know. Just gonna say top, bottom. Up, down, left, right. Don't know. We'll see. Which property is used to change the left margin of an element? Left margin. Margin left, I assume. When using the padding property, are you allowed to use negative values? Yes. Oh, padding? It's probably specific to padding and margin and all those things, but I think I've used negative values when working with WordPress. How do you make a list that lists all its items with squares? How do you make a list that lists its items with squares? No idea. Go on the top one. How do you select an item element with ID demo? With the ID demo? Oh, how do you select it? Ooh, I love this. I don't know what this is happening yet, but this looks like it's gonna be tons of fun. Dot demo, I'm assuming, but I have no idea. How do you select elements with the class name test? Test. The class name is test. Ooh, what's a class? Which one of these represents class? Which one? No idea. Hashtag? I doubt it. But we'll see. How do you select all P elements inside a div element? How do you select all the paragraph elements inside of a divider? That, I would say, in this div, the point is like, go find all of these. That's what I'm guessing it means. How do you group selectors? Selectors. That sounds like so much fun. Separate each selector with a plus sign, with a comma, or with a space. Ooh, space or comma. I can't imagine it'd be plus sign, but maybe CSS is interesting and funny. I don't know. What is the default value of the position property? Relative? Question mark. And these all sound identical. Static, fixed, absolute. We'll have to learn those differences. Next. Ooh, 50%. Check the answers. I wish I could save this. How about I can, right? I could save that, right? Alright. CSS stands for style sheets. I got the link right. Link, relative style sheet. Let me tell you what type it is. Text CSS. href style sheet. There we go. Where in HTML document is the correct place to refer to an external style sheet? In the head. Which tag? It's called style. In the HTML inline styles, it's called style. What's the correct syntax? Body, curly brackets, color black. Okay? Colon, semicolon, curly bracket. How do you insert a comment in CSS file? Yeah, I was right. Great. Background color, correct. How do you add a background color for all HTML elements? So we say H1, and the curly brackets is the definition for H1, I guess. All of them are going to be this. All the background color for H1 will be white. I think FFF is white. Which CSS property is used to change the text element? Correct answer. It's just called color. Okay. Text color of an element. Which CSS property stands for text size? It is font size. I was right. Great. What is the correct CSS syntax for making all the P elements bold? So this is, okay, we're going to reference these two, H1, same. So it's H1, curly bracket, the style, and then what you want the style to be. So paragraph, the style characteristic that we're going to change, what we want it to be, bold. Okay, how do you display underline hyperlinks? So the style, text decoration, none. Interesting. So an underline is considered a text decoration. Another bad, an incorrect version would be that. So it's trying to throw me off here. No underline, but it's just none. How do you make each word in a text start with a capital letter? Text transform. So if we did a curly bracket, text transform capitalized, all the links would have this transform. So I'm guessing. Which properties you change the font element? Font family. How do you make font text bold? Font weight bold. So I'm applying what I'm looking at here from context. Whatever part of this P, H1, links that are A, whenever I have those elements, I can say I'm going to make all that bold if I want to be like all the H1s, curly bracket, font weight bold, curly bracket. And that means every H1 will be bold. How do you display a border like this? What do we got? Top, right, bottom, left. It's clockwise like a clock. Okay. So it goes in a circle like a clock. Good to know. Good to know. Which property is used to change the left margin element? Margin left. Which property? Padding property. Are you allowed to use negative values? No on the padding. Okay. How do you make a list that lists items in squares? List style type. Woof, that's going to be tough to remember. It's like saying the same thing twice, style and type. All right. How do you select an element with ID demo? Let's have a look. Hashtag demo. Okay. I've learned this. This is new to me. How do you select an element with a test? Okay, wait. So ID is hashtag, which I guess is kind of like a specific number in my mind. I don't know if that's a good explanation. Just from reading this context right here. How do you select a class element with a class name? So classes are dot. So if I did dot h1, is that a class? Gotta remember these things. How do you select all p elements? Your answer, div.p. Correct answer, div space p. Well, that would be nice to have just simple stuff. All right. How do you group selectors? Separate each selector with a comma. All right. What is the default value of the position property? Default value is static. Okay. That's the beginning. All right, we're gonna ask ChatGPT to help us out for a second here. What? Nope. List the top. Oh, did we say 25? 20? I don't remember what we said. We'll do 20 and do 5 more if we need to. Top 20 concepts to learn for CSS and write short explanations, typing, and examples and metaphors. Will it do it? Let's see what ChatGPT can do. I'll be happy to do that. All right. First things. These are the concepts. We got selectors and properties. Selectors target HTML elements. Properties style those elements. Okay. We select an element and then we style it. For example, H1 is the selector. The style pretty sure is going to be color, and then we give that style a specific value. Blue. Metaphor. Think of selectors as a painter's brush and properties as the paint. Oh. Interesting.